In the span of a few weeks, my entire life went to hell, all because of the coronavirus. I actually had to rewrite this because of what has happened over the past few days. With all the mass media causing panic, I wanted to share what it's like from an inside view. Honestly, I hate that this is my 500 subscriber video, but this needs to be said. So let's get started by talking about how Japan went from being a perfectly normal place, and as of Thursday, the country went into a mass panic. So, Japan was hit with a wave of both influenza and the coronavirus, with the former being way more serious in my honest opinion, but the media would rather focus on we need the flu, so hey, let's talk about that. So, things were for the most part completely normal until around Thursday, February 27th, when Abe announced that he wanted all schools in the country to close due to the coronavirus. As soon as he said that, I knew the country would go into panic. And sure enough, immediately, people rushed to stores and bought out all of the toilet paper. People were lining up before the store opens to get some. I even had to do the same thing, and I waited 2 hours before the store opened to get mine. When the doors opened, I swear to God, it was like Black Friday. People were rushing to get to the toilet paper and tissues. I had to run in order to get my toilet paper. Now, one thing I didn't realize at the time, mainly because I have a dick, was that female hygiene products were also flying off the shelves as well. And within a span of roughly 3 minutes of the doors opening, the entire store's supplies were completely cleaned out. It was honestly very eye-opening to see how mass media panic can affect the way people act. I still believe that this is overreacting, but I have no choice but to participate as well, since I only have 2 rolls of toilet paper left, and this situation is not looking to improve anytime soon. So, real talk, start stocking up on emergency goods, including toilet paper, because what is happening here is probably going to happen in your home country too, very soon if it hasn't already started. So what about people who are working here? Well, the teachers at the school had no idea what was going to happen. The principals of the district all went to City Hall to discuss the potential shutting down of the schools, and each district is choosing their own path, but mine is going to be shutting down. There was talk about the staff being told to stay home, which led to a ton of potential complications. This brought concern to many foreign teachers, as many of us are contracted. Being cut off from working in March would mean that we would be unable to complete the contract. So for many foreigners, this would mean they lose their contract completion bonus. Would the foreigners get a subsidized or fully paid leave? There are so many variables for foreigners to worry about. Though from researching under current situations, foreigners are technically entitled to about 60% of their usual pay. So if the company tries to drop you with unpaid forced leave, then you need to call them out on that. That said, there are already reports on the Japanese Reddits about their companies trying to screw them out of their money, illegally, knowing that there are many foreigners that can actually take legal action. As for my district, us foreigners will continue to go to school daily after the shutdown, so basically I'm going to be sitting at my work desk and watch Netflix every day until the end of March. Ultimately, I guess, you know what, there are worse fates. But how about the big bad coronavirus that media keeps making people panic about? So in the Hokkaido area, there are quite a few stories that popped up, and it seems that might be the worst part of Japan currently. Here in Osaka, though, there is pretty much zero signs of the virus. People wear their masks like they always do during this time of the year. So the only real difference that I noticed was I went to the Dotonbori Bridge, which has the famous Running Man, and it was less crowded than it usually is, but nothing significant. So, should you come to Japan during this time? Personally, I would say no, but not because of the country, but because you're going to be in a flying machine that recycles the same air for hours. And on top of that, depending on where you're coming from, there may be a layover in China or South Korea, which, as you know, is a very fun situation to be in right now. But if you're currently in Japan, don't let the fear keep you indoors. You should go out and enjoy what Japan has to offer. Just make sure to wash your hands and don't touch your face. So there you have it. I might make a follow-up video on this if the situation changes drastically. I hope you did enjoy the video. Leave a like if you did, and if you hated it, consider subscribing as well, and I would greatly appreciate it. That's all for today. Take care.